Hi everyone, my name is Genevieve Noel and welcome to my channel.
The only heartache that I ever faced was a need of fortune and a dream of fame. I took those empty feelings and turned them into love. It cheats time, it's the eye in the storm of the universe. I got mine. Where do you think that you will find your
So for those of you who are new here, this channel surrounds my 2020 goals and me reaching them. This video is in my subset of videos of my pregnancy. We are on week 18. I am 18 weeks and 4 days today. I'm trying to get these to be a little bit earlier in the week simply because starting with week 19, I'll be filming at 19 weeks and 2 days, and so there'll be like a shorter time since I turned 19 weeks that I'll be talking about the 19th week. It's just a whole thing, but it's to keep you guys updated, I promise. Anyway, I am 18 weeks, like I said, and I have had some of my first trimester issues come up. Again, I have been going to the chiropractor since like week 16, I think I said, and it's been helping a whole lot, but I still have a little bit of heartburn and stuff, so I try to take Tums. I haven't taken them yet, but I've been considering taking them pretty sparingly, just when I have a really bad heartburn, but it usually only happens when I'm eating food that's like Chinese food or like tacos or something like that. So yeah, pretty avoidable. Just kind of like try to steer clear of that food, or like make sure I drink a lot of water, which really helps. I don't know why, but it does. One thing too that has been happening a lot more this week is it has been kind of since that I've been pregnant enough, and by enough I mean basically my second trimester. I can do 30 minutes of stuff before I'm like, can I just sit down for a hot second? I don't have the nausea that forces me to sit down that I actually did right around week 15. I did have some nausea still, if I walked too much or if I did inclines. If I didn't sit down and drink some water, I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw up. I didn't ever throw up. I just sat down, drank some water, and then I felt great. And I only had to sit down for 5 minutes, but whatever. My circulation feels like it's really bad, even though you're supposed to be having extra blood pumped through your body right now. It just feels like my arms go numb really easily. My legs go numb, especially at night. So at night, if I lay on my left side, usually my right leg will go numb at night. And that's really weird because laying on your side is supposed to help pump the blood better, and it's supposed to avoid issues like that. So honestly, kind of confused. Laying on my right side's okay, but usually my stomach then feels really funny. So I have been recently laying on my back a lot more, but that puts pressure on my spine. So it's really not a win-win situation anywhere. It's not enough pain on any of either side or my back to where it wakes me up, but when I wake up, I am in pain. So it hasn't necessarily compromised my sleeping, but it's just not ideal. I also feel like I've been a little bit of a lighter sleeper this week, primarily because the past couple of nights, I've been waking up after my dreams a lot, and I don't know why. I haven't dreamt in a little while, it's just been odd. We go to bed at before 10 o'clock even, because we're just so tired after doing everything during the day, and I think my husband is getting that tiredness with me. Every time I bend down, it's so much more effort to get back up. Doing squats hurts, and previously I'd be ooh, that was exertion, but I wasn't I'm dying. And it's not really so much I'm in pain as much as that was a lot of effort to stand up, and it shouldn't be that much effort. Around right after 17 weeks, so in between 17 and 18 weeks, we did have our gender reveal party and like baby shower and everything, and we did find out the gender of our baby. You will get to see that video not this week, in a couple of weeks, I think it is. As far as cravings go, I feel like I would have more of them, but I don't. Not really. There's nothing that I'm like, I need this all the time. Basically consistent with what I have been in the past, where it's like if I like think of something, I'm like, ooh, I want that. And then once I get it, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. Or if I really don't want something, then I'm like, I'm really not in the mood. And like, it's not satisfying at all. Yesterday I did really want green tea, and you're not supposed to drink anything except herbal teas, at least as what I have been advised. It's just not a good idea to drink any other tea. I know green tea does have a lot of caffeine in it, but I haven't been indulging in a lot of caffeine for the most part. I can only think of like 3 instances since I've been pregnant that I've really indulged in caffeine. And by indulged, I mean had a glass of like caffeinated pop or a cup of caffeinated coffee or something. But anyway, so today I'm really hoping to get some green tea from the Caribou in town after I get my nails done. Just a small one because it sounds so good. And I know I shouldn't be drinking a ton of it, so I'm just getting a small one. I feel like I should be feeling a lot more movement, especially big movements, and I guess I don't feel them more frequently, but they are more pronounced. Like, I'm like, that was definitely a child moving within me rather than, you know, that was your organ doing some funky business. So they are more pronounced, but I don't think that they're any more frequent, which means that I probably still can only feel like the bigger things, but since the baby's getting bigger, it makes bigger like movements, and then I can feel those. I don't know, maybe my logic's like totally off. Could be wrong. In a lot of my apps, it said that this week the baby is the size of a cucumber, which doesn't really totally make sense to me because it's kind of thin, but I get like the length thing. But also, like, cucumbers are varying sizes, so I'm confused. But the baby is supposed to be a little over 6 ounces at this point, which is pretty cool. I am waiting for the baby to be like a whole pound so I can be like, yes, yes. This week at one point in time we did go out in the evening, and we were out until pretty late, and I was kind of in pain when we were walking to the car. I was like, I need to sit down, I need to put my feet up, I need to relax and like lay down, because I had been sitting down at the restaurant that we were at, but I wasn't laying down, and my body was like, you're done, it's bedtime, you ate your midnight snack, which is a thing now, and it's time to go to bed, lay down. And I wasn't. I was walking to our vehicle, and I was like, I'm in pain, I'm hurting, I'm dying, blah. And Gregory just looked at me and was like, let's not have a baby today. And I was like, yeah, let's not do that, because they wouldn't even try. Like, 18 weeks is not far enough. So then that instilled a new fear in me where I'm like, I just want to get to 24 weeks so I can feel better, so that I know that if something happens, they'll actually try to save my baby. You know? Yeah. So let's do a bump shot. I'm hoping this angle is good. It's like, there we go. You really see it protrude right here? Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and then hit the bell down below so that you can get notifications for when more of these videos come out. Or if you're following me on my journey of my 2020 goals, I have been talking exclusively pregnancy for a number of weeks, but after my next pregnancy update, so the video after this one, I will be going back to a schedule where I do one video where I'm talking about pregnancy and one video where I'm covering all my other goals. So if you ain't here for the baby, but you're here for the other stuff, it's coming at you soon. I promise. I'm filming one of those videos today, actually. So look forward to that when it comes out. It should be like a week from when this video goes up. So thank you so much for watching. Bye. Love, Genevieve.